All right, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. and I make videos all about making and selling candles. And today's video is going to be all about how I am packaging up this wholesale order that you are seeing right in front of me. So just to give you some back information on how many candles were ordered, it was a relatively small order. It was 30 of my large candles and 8 of my small candles. So when that happens, and just so you guys know, this is only my second wholesale order that I've ever packaged up. I am in no way an expert with this, and I will greatly appreciate any and all advice that you guys are willing to give to me. And I'm going to maybe pull the camera down and show you guys a little bit more up close because I know you won't be able to see everything from the angle that you're at right now. But essentially what was going through my mind when I got this wholesale order and I needed to give them an estimation for shipping cost is I asked for their address and I went through and I figured out how much it was going to weigh by going through and individually weighing out how much does my candle weigh. So how much does a large candle weigh? How much does a small candle weigh all together? So the jar weight, the tin weight, everything all together, because obviously that is going to be a part of the total weight of the entire box. And then once I got that number, I believe this box is gonna weigh anywhere from 52 to 53 pounds. Then I went onto Pirate Ship and I went on there and figured out how much it was actually going to cost to ship it to the location that I am shipping it to. I also then had to figure out how exactly I was going to ship it, because when you try to think about shipping out 30 candles, it weighs a lot. It weighs over 50 pounds, so it is a very heavy box. And of course, UPS shipping is the best shipping, as far as I know, in terms of shipping larger, heavier boxes like this. So what I decided to do, and I did this on my first wholesale order as well, is I decided to actually look at the California Candle Supply boxes that I typically get when I purchase my jars. So my jars, if you guys are not familiar with it, or if this is your first video that you're watching, these are what the jars look like. And I purchased them from California Candle Supply. And the box they come in is a 15 by 11 by 9-inch box. And instead of using that box, which to be honest, let me see if I can show you guys what it looks like. I don't know. I don't think it's the best. It has California Candle Supply on the side. And it also is, you know, just snug enough to be able to hold the jars. And I really wanted to have a little bit more room to package up each candle, as well as add in as many packing peanuts to protect them as possible. Because of course, when it's being shipped to another state, and we all know how, you know, packages can get beat up during transit. So my main focus with this was really just to make sure that I'm as efficient as possible. I try to get the cheapest shipping rate that I can possibly find, as well as to make sure that it is protected during transit. So what I decided to do was to go onto Uline, and I went to the box section, and I found boxes. So remember, the California Candle Supply boxes that I just showed you is a 15 by 11 by 9. And what these are is a 15 by 12 by 10. So it gives me a couple inches of room to be able to add in some more padding. And I can't remember if there was a 16-inch one of those same measurements, because I think that that would probably be the best option, to add an inch all around for padding. If you guys are trying to think of in your situation and with your candles, if you're trying to think of that, that's probably what I would recommend, to make the box a little bit bigger so that you'd actually be able to add in some more padding. And I actually reused the inserts that comes inside the box. So these cardboard inserts right here, there's something right here. Let me actually grab this for you right over here. These come in the box. So these are just little dividers, and I actually looked online and you can get these made for your business if you want to do some custom, you know, inserts for your boxes. But I decided, instead of just putting these in the recycle, to reuse them for wholesale orders, because it fits perfectly inside of this box and allows everything to have a little bit more of that structure in there to add more to the protection factor. So then once I ordered these boxes in, I thought to myself, okay, so you can fit 24 candles in each of these boxes, 24 of the large candles. And there's a total of 38 candles being packaged up. So I still have more candles to add into here on the top. I believe I have 6 more candles to add in that I'll show you guys. But over here, I have it all packaged up. And what I did was I did the same thing on the bottom. So I added in all the candles with the inserts, and then I put packing peanuts all along the sides of everything, and just really made sure that I tried to get in as much into the corners as possible. And then I put in this on top, which again came with the jars when I ordered them, to add in that structure between that part and then the new candles that I'm going to be placing on top of it. And then I'm going to be putting this on top and then putting in the candles. And actually, let me just show you guys that right now. So what I did was I took this white, I don't even know if it's considered packing paper. I got it when I ordered the honeycomb paper. I ordered this whole, essentially it was this cardboard rolling device to where you'd be able to pull out a sheet of the white paper as well as the honeycomb paper. But I didn't like the machine, and I ended up just taking it all apart and just using the honeycomb paper separately and cutting it separately. And I had this paper for a long time, so I figured it was a good way to keep like the cardboard dust and everything from getting on the candles, to protect them as much as possible. And I also wanted to put down the initial of the scent that was going out. So what I'm gonna do is actually just keep these more in the middle right here. So I'm going to place all of these. So now it is like that. And then I'm able to actually go through and toss in some more packing peanuts along the sides and make sure that I pack in the peanuts right here in the corners. So I'm not gonna lie, I had to use so many packing peanuts. I actually just placed another order at Uline because I know that I'm probably gonna be using all of these for this order. And then just like this, I'm just going to start pushing in packing peanuts, moving this off to the side, making sure that right here in the corners, I get as much of the protection from the packing peanuts as possible. And this was just an alternative to bubble wrap. I really have been wanting to stay away from bubble wrap since I really stopped using it in my regular retail orders. And I really wanted to continue that for my wholesale orders as well. So that's why I decided to do it like this. And my first wholesale order ended up arriving totally fine. And that is really all that matters, is that it still looks nice when it arrives. It's very protected. And that is definitely the main goal of all of this, is just to make sure that we are protecting the orders. So I'm just gonna go through, I'm gonna finish this up, and then we'll talk more about the sizing of this larger box right here. Oh, and also just so you guys know, this is how I packaged up the tins too. I didn't bother to use the divider because it just wasn't obviously lining up, because it's different, you know, products. And if you guys are wondering, again, what the tins look like, this is what they look like. So those are all the ones that have fit in there. And again, there was just 8 of those ones that I put right on top of the other 12 large candles. All right, so I actually went through and I put a piece of tape, and I do this because I know it's probably annoying to have like a full packaged up thing. So I just did a little piece of tape right there and a little piece of tape right there just to hold everything down. I didn't really feel it necessary to wrap up the whole thing. And then because of my, I don't have as many packing peanuts, I went through and I added in the crinkle cut paper. And this paper is, again, from Uline. So the packing peanuts and the crinkle cut paper is from Uline. I mixed the gray and the white because I like the way that it looks. And mainly, again, this is just kind of how I do whenever I package up each individual candle too. I just want to have as little movement as possible. So I put the 2 boxes together and I left enough room so that I would have enough to be able to add some packing peanuts to the bottom, which there's packing peanuts at the bottom. And then I'm also going to throw more of the crinkle cut paper on top before I actually seal up the box. But if you guys are wondering just how I figured out the size of the box, it was really just me and my measuring tape. I just put these two white boxes together, I took out the measuring tape, and I made it to where I'd be able to have about 2 inches of room on all sides. So I really wanted this box a little bit taller, but I couldn't find the exact size I was looking for on Uline, so I just settled with this, and it ended up actually being okay. So this larger brown box right here is a 28 by 18 by 12, and it fit these two boxes. It's going to be able to hold the weight. And the last and final thing that I'm going to do before I package this up is just add in the invoice with a little thank you note and be able to throw in some more of that crinkle cut and then package it all up. Oh, and real fast before I end today's video, I just wanted to shout out Jeff and his new candle supply store that he is building up. He sent me these super beautiful tins, and honestly, I have seen a lot of tins. I've ordered some from Alibaba. I've had a lot of tins in my possession, and these ones are absolutely beautiful. They are super, super nice. He sent them to me for me to check them out, and I'm super grateful. And I just kind of wanted to include it in today's video for you guys to check out too. I don't know if he's selling them yet. I can't remember if he's selling them yet, if he's going to be putting them on the website, but if anything, stay tuned for that. But with that, I think I'm going to end today's video right here. I'm going to take these off so it doesn't look like I am shipping these with the wholesale order, because those are not included in the order. These are mine. But with that, I think I'm going to end today's video right here. If you guys enjoyed today's video, as always, I appreciate it if you guys leave it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.